Hello, it's me, Shardio, and I'm back here on my main account to pull more Void Shards. I already pulled three of the Lizard Men, so that amounted to, I guess, about 1050 points, and the rest of those came from just purchases from the market. But basically, this is the free-to-play experience, right? So what I do is I hoard my shards like crazy. I have an extremely good clan boss team. This is part of how I get shards and books every day. Right now, my clan boss team is Jesus. I did 343 million today. But basically, you want a one key Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal, and Hard. That's the dream, right? So this is the goal. I'd say I wasn't really at the point where I was one keying Ultra Nightmare until I built my very first unkillable team, which I think maybe that was somewhere in the neighborhood of a year into the game, maybe a year and a half into the game before I was really able to make that work. And I couldn't have made it. I couldn't have made that team without the help of good old deadwoodjedi.com. If you're struggling with Clan Boss, check out his site. He's got a lot of really good teams. But for now, I do want to pull the shards, and I try to min-max the pulling of shards because part of it is acquiring shards for free, but part of the challenge is knowing when to pull and when not to. And I almost never pull even on 2x events, which is why I now have 259 void shards. I haven't pulled void shards in like forever. I don't even know what the I don't even know what the mercy counter looks like. In fact, hold on. I gotta tab out for a second because this is important. I keep a log of everything in raid, and I keep track of my mercy counter. Now that this is showing up, I got to make sure it's not too small. I apologize for the technical difficulties. So here we go. Does that look right? That looks close enough. We can kind of see it. We can see we got the mercy counter for voids. It's at 9. So last time I pulled was the Armand's Champion Chase. So 9, not super likely to pull a void Lego at all, unfortunately, but I'm still going to go for it anyway. So here we go. Oh yeah, I need to make a prayer to RNGesus. And here's what I really want today. I really like the look of Yncensa Grail-bearer. And not just the look of her. I mean the look of her kit and everything. Because she's got on her A1, attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing decreased attack for 2 turns. It books to 70%, and the ally with the highest crit damage also joins the attack, attacking the enemy with the lowest HP. And I think that's such a cool idea because I have a champion I would love to pair with her. I think this would be an amazing combo. And that is Fennex. I'm not going to go hunting for him. That's silly. We can just type in his name. And so here's my Fennex on my main account. I got him +1. Didn't manage to get any more duplicates of Fennex, unfortunately. But he does have 303 crit damage and reasonably high attack at 6,700, close to 6,800 really. And I do have him with some counterattack stuff, and he's in stone skin, so he's nice and safe at the beginning. I tend to run him in an ally attack team. Let's see if I could run one quickly. Come to think of it, since we got one good fight here, let's try. I like to single out teams with Sun Wukong. There isn't one, so we'll just pick a team. Let's pick this team. This looks like it could potentially be dangerous, and there are a number of one. I have a Fennex 4. He's on my main team as well, where I use Armands and Arby. But I figure we could just use the double ally attack this way and try to single out the target we want to get to. You know, this was supposed to be a shard pull video. I apologize for this because now what I'm doing is I'm getting lost into the arena. Also, I'm going to have trouble breaking through these debuffs. And now I have to revive poor Fennex. So maybe this was a really bad this was a bad example of what I was trying to do. And she didn't even do. Am I having a problem with my my presets? Because she should have gone for the revive. I don't know why she didn't. So we'll just put it on manual. This team works, I swear. So we can come in and maybe annihilate this guy first, because he's scaring the bejesus out of me. Let's just get rid of her. And we'll ally attack out Rhonda. And, I mean, Madame Cerie isn't going to debuff us to death. But anyway, just imagine Fenax being able to join in on an ally attack any time that Yncensa, anytime Yncensa uses her A1, he just sort of joins in with an ally attack against whoever is lowest, and there's a good chance there's going to be this debuff on them, which means he's getting a double shot. And she's even got an A3, which ignores block debuffs. So they put up block debuffs, she doesn't care. She puts this up anyway. She's like a Lydia that ignores block debuffs. I think this is completely incredible. Anyway, I have wasted enough time just on a preamble. It's 6 minutes, jeez. All right, let's do it. RNGesus, please give me Yncensa or, you know, Siphi. Siphi's the other one that I really, really want. And I am okay sacrificing a few Void Shards because it is a 2x. And, ooh, and I'm getting a Lego. Oh, and it's Hegemon. See, Hegemon's a duplicate for me. I was excited the first time I got a Hegemon. I tried him out. He is cool in theory. Honestly, I don't know that he pans out with the current meta anymore. It's just, there's too much Stone Skin. He doesn't really do anything to Stone Skin. If they don't have Stone Skin and you catch them off guard, you might be able to nuke them out, or you might be able to debuff them. But it's awkward stuff. So I'm going to check the points now. I was not expecting to pull a Lego right out of the gate. And you know what? I'm just going to go to the Guardian Ring, because this at least gets me some nice little stats. Oh, I had a duplicate of Narma the Return from last time. I should have noticed that. Anyway, now my Knight's Revenant can have increased accuracy, increased resistance, and increased attack, which is going to be really helpful for Skullcrown and the like. Skullcrown is, I mean, she's my campaign farmer. So I do like that. I'm a little less likely to not be able to clear my campaign farm, but campaign farming is pretty lightning fast at this point. I don't really have any issues there anymore. But I am going to go to the tournament, and I'm going to check the points, because really, I want to min-max. And it looks like we got the champion already, because I pulled a legendary. So I did pull a Lego, as promised. Don't want to keep pulling. Even though she looks like a really cool champion, the issue with continuing to pull, and this is where you'd really be tempted to pull. And I am tempted to continue to pull my Void Shards, and I could pull all of them. I could pull all 250-ish of them. But the issue is, it's a 1% chance at a legendary. And furthermore, the 10x, I mean, this is 10 of these out of, I mean, how many Void Legendaries are there now? There have to be at least 100. So that's like a 10% of 1%, a tenth of a percent. The likelihood is that basically I'm going to get 0. So that's the way I pull Shards, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I'm going to quit here. I'm going to hold on to these for other events that I might need them for, especially Plarium, especially, hint, hint. If you do some kind of guaranteed Void Legendary event in the future, you should just do them more often, because people will spend. They will spend on their Shards. These are awesome events, especially if I could come in and get my girl, Siphi. This is who I want. You should run this. There are all kinds of people that would throw into it. Mr. Burrito Slayer, you might be watching. Maybe, maybe not. But I know you still want her too, because we both have Rhodos, and Rhodos needs his wife. And Mr. Burrito Slayer will probably spend money to do it, and he's probably not alone. So Plarium, you should do one of these. You're welcome. This little tidbit's free. You're welcome. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.